Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Fornication. Fornication. Such as, I would like to thank you all for coming to celebrate the marriage of Ian and Wendy. It's been an emotional day for everyone, even the cake is in tears. It's going to be one of them. Yes, you just have to bear with me, I'm afraid. Apparently I was told the best man's speech should last as long as the groom's last making love. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the one who drew the short straw. Oh, sorry, I was given the honour of being the best man. My name is Simon, what can I get you? So if you ever see me at the bar tonight and speak to me, just use my full name. Now, I'd just like to start by thanking Ian for his kind words on behalf of the bridesmaids, Katie and the two girls over there. They all look stunning and perform their roles superbly tonight. I'd also like to thank the father, or son of the bride, Scott, for at least turning that sober. Makes a change.
Might be on my way.
I think you'd agree that Wendy looks one in a million tonight. She looks fantastic. Whereas Ian looks like he's just won the raffle. So going back to being the best man, as I said, it's a great honour, but in all honesty, I'm actually a bit nervous of doing this tonight, as you can tell. But I do feel a little bit comforted by the fact that I've actually performed this speech in front of a live audience. At a local old person's home. I think it went well, they all pissed themselves anyway. You wrote it? I know. I told you it's bad, I didn't believe it.
No, I do now.
So I want to do the job of being the best man justice, that's all. You are my best friend. So I use the best source of information for being best man. Mark Weeks, thank you very much. You're the best man. Not really, no, just kidding. So I started using the internet. So I started Googling. After a couple of hours, I found some really good stuff. A few miles later, some really great stuff. Then I remembered I was trying to find some best man tips. So back at square one. So apparently the best man is supposed to have a variety of roles. The first priority is to get the groom here on time, sober and looking good. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, is it? Not a plastic surgery.
So he was late.
What?
Yeah, you got that.
Secondly, the best man traditionally sings the groom's praises and many good points. Well, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I can't sing and I certainly won't lie. Thirdly, a good send-off at the stag do. As you know, Ian's not a big drinker. So by dressing up in the green leprechaun suit in Southampton, more than made up for a sobriety. And we all had a good laugh in this mess, Actually, the night's pretty tame. Even the little leprechaun didn't make an appearance.
Damn right.
So, what can I tell you about Ian? He was born on the 9th of April in 1964. I tried to link some major event to his birth, but it seems that nothing of importance happened on that day. although the staff at the hospital where Ian was born still refers to that day as Ugly Thursday. I was told by his mum and dad that he was a bit of a slow starter, but when he joined his placement, Ian was different from the other 5-year-olds. He was 11. in spite of this, I have learned a lot from Ian over the years. For example, our 10 years working together at Quantel. By observing Ian, I was able to avoid some terrible fashion choices and some truly terrible hangouts. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to embarrass Ian and dredge up some old stories from the past. Well, truth be told, I don't really need to embarrass him, just look at the guy. Wendy, if you're interested, Ian's twin brother's just sat over there. What a handsome chap, look at him. So the only straws I can really dredge up from the past, from our work days. Normally, in the work environment, a lot of pranks are played on the team leader, and he was our team leader.
I know what you're going to say.
But normally, stop there, sorry. Of course, the pranks we played were the highest quality. I had nothing to do with them, of course. I always remember the one where we had the lemon crotch joke. And Ian was the first to play foul of that joke. I won't go into details that he had one of the best smelling crotches that day. Like he wet himself and that stuff really stained, so every time he wore his pants, many pranks were played on Ian over the years. Especially ones being labels, stepping back like kick me, being tied to the chair, which he enjoyed thoroughly, I might add. But he never got angry or was never pissed off. I guess it's one of his good points. Come on guys, I have to make him look good at some point in this speech. I always knew Ian was in a good mood at work. He'd been metal tip detecting the weekend. It was one of his favourite hobbies. One such Monday morning, he came in, he said he found a jackpot. Not quite sure what he meant. He even went to one of his dance routines, robot being. He was so excited, though he forgot to mention that the metal pit was upside down, and a helicopter was passing by. But similarly, he does have other interesting hobbies, backgammon, brewing. It was so interesting. But I don't want to bore you to death. So, of course, the best way to embarrass him would be to stick to the dressing away of mentioning the ex-girlfriends. Luckily for Ian, he's never had any. Except for one, I seem to remember. He did have a fascination, which I found very strange, because she was ugly. So ugly, she gave Freddy Krueger nightmares. But he told me she apparently had one good trait. It's 2 letters from the alphabet make up this great talent, but we won't go into that. B and J comes along. Okay, I won't embarrass Ian anymore on Ian's past history, except to tell you where Ian and Wendy first met. They met in the best love shack in Newbury, Chicago Rock. A club where old farts and tarts make their trade. A popular haunt for Ian, of course, Ian fit right in, because he was a tart. In 2006, myself and my wife met Ian in this fantastic place where we had set up a blind date with Wendy. And lo and behold, they had hit it off, and the rest, they say, is history. So, Wendy, you're now married for better or for worse. This is quite appropriate, Ian, as you couldn't have done any better. And Wendy, well, you couldn't have done any worse. At least you will leave here with a nice dress and some nice flowers. In all serious note though, Ian, you're a lucky man. In Wendy, you have found yourself a perfect soulmate and a perfect partner. She's kind, great sense of humour, just put over you, smart, attractive, loving and generous to full. And while we're on serious points, you've been a great mate for the years that I've known you. Your sense of humour, being present when needed, giving great advice and being there when I needed a great mate. You're a best friend anyone could wish for. Words cannot express how happy I am for you that you've tied the knot. Ian, you could not have made a better choice than Wendy. I hope you have a long and happy marriage together. So that brings me to some advice I have to offer. As I am married, and you haven't obviously heeded any advice before, third time lucky, sex. I give you this advice freely. The secret is to maintain a happy marriage. Somebody once said that a marriage is a 50-50 partnership. But anyone who believes that knows nothing about women or fractions. Never forget 3 magical words. Wendy, you're right. Not I love you. And always remember that when you're wrong, admit it. And when you're right, just shut up. And finally, the best way to remember your anniversary, forget it once. So I want to clear up a bit of confusion about the honeymoon destination. There's a bit of confusion all over. Now we all know that Wendy and Ian look forward to the honeymoon after the stress that comes with planning such an event. It seems there are some confusion over where they are going for their honeymoon. I thought perhaps, like many of you, they were going to go somewhere sunny and warm, like Mexico, Maldives, or even Morocco. But after speaking to Ian tonight, I'm a little unsure. I now think they may be heading to the north of Wales. Well, that's what I assumed. He meant when he said straight after wedding he's going to Bangor for a week.
Have you finished?
So that brings the final part of the speech to everyone's relief. I have a few messages from those who could not make it today. To Ian and Wendy, hope you had a wonderful day. Sorry we can't be with you on this special occasion. Lots of love. Charles Farking, Mary Farking, and the whole Farking family. Message 2. We're sorry we couldn't make your special day. We hope you keep in touch. You were our best customer Saturday night. From all the girls at Your Eyes Only in Southampton. P.S. We're still waiting for your £800 cheque to clear. So I would like to make a final thank you for Ian for letting me be his best man. Thank you very much. So it brings me to the final part of the speech. So ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure, not to mention the relief, I invite you to all stand and raise your glasses to the new Mr. and Mrs. Tashiro. Wendy and Ian! Wendy and Ian!
2 letters from the alphabet.
You're lucky. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the night.